Courage, determination, and integrity. These are the three core values of Jackie Robinson, and these are the values that helped him become the first African American to play Major League Baseball in 1947. Me personally, I grew up playing sports. Growing up playing sports, I became friends with many different people through all the different teams that I played on. I grew extremely close to one of these people in particular. His name is Kerry Jackson. Kerry came from African American descent. Sometimes I wonder whether or not Kerry and I would be best friends today if Jackie Robinson never broke the color barrier in 1947. Jackie Robinson used courage, determination, and integrity to deal with the hatred he faced when entering the Major League Baseball Association. He was a role model for many young Americans at the time, and he is still a role model for children and young adults today. This speech will dive further into the core values that helped Jackie to break the sports color barrier in 1947. What was Jackie Robinson's life like growing up? Jackie was born in Cairo, Georgia in 1919 to a sharecropping family. He moved to Pasadena, California with his mother Molly in 1920. He excelled in 5 different sports at Muir High School in Pasadena. In college, at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, he played 3 different sports. He played baseball, basketball, and football. Robinson excelled at all 3 sports, and he was the first player, regardless of race, to earn a varsity letter in all 3 sports. What helped Jackie to be brave enough to enter the Major League Baseball Association, you ask? The 3 values that I mentioned, courage, determination, and integrity, all helped Jackie to an extent. Jackie Robinson was faced with cruelty and hatred the moment he joined the Brooklyn Dodgers. When batting, pitchers would throw the baseball directly at Robinson's head. When playing in the field, the crowd would shout words of hatred towards Robinson. It took all the courage in the world for Robinson not to retaliate. The owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers, Branch Rickey, knew Robinson had lots of talent, but was scared that Robinson would not be brave enough to fight back. When asked in an interview why Branch Rickey selected Robinson to play for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Rickey responded, "I want a ball player with guts enough not to fight back." Jackie Robinson later said to Branch Rickey, quote, "You give me a uniform, you give me a number on my back, I'll give you the guts." End quote. The courage that Jackie held was on tremendous display all throughout his career, and he displayed this courage to the point where he was brave enough to enter the Major League Baseball Association as the first African American. The second value that Jackie held, determination, was also on display all throughout his career. After facing crude comments at every professional baseball stadium, Robinson had to do everything within his power to control himself. Robinson could have fought back at any point, but he was determined to restrain himself. At many different stadiums, Robinson would face racial slurs from all the fans. They would throw things at him and chant words of hatred. Robinson could have leapt into the crowd at any point and fought back, and even yelled back, but he would refuse to do so. The third value that Robinson held, integrity, was also on full display. Robinson was a man full of integrity. There were many different options Robinson could have taken to deal with the hatred he faced throughout his first year in the Major League Baseball Association. He could have responded with violent retaliation, but this wasn't a part of his integral values. Instead, Robinson chose to respond with love and understanding rather than hatred. Pee Wee Reese, One of Robinson's teammates eventually showed love back to Robinson. This was very rare because many of Jackie Robinson's own teammates refused to greet him as a teammate. The first day that Robinson entered the Brooklyn Dodgers Association, his teammates refused to shake his hand, refused to share the same dugout with him, refused to play on the same team as him. Eventually, he won over his teammates. Pee Wee Reese went up to Robinson in the middle of a game and put his arm around Jackie. There is a famous picture of Pee Wee putting his arm around Jackie. This stirred up even more boos from the crowd, but this eventually led to love and understanding for American people. Robinson paved the way for the rest of African American athletes in America. Think about all of our great athletes today: LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., LaDainian Tomlinson. Many of these players may not have been able to set the records if Jackie Robinson never broke the professional sports color barrier in 1947. Hundreds of thousands of Americans learned to be courageous like Robinson, and he still influences many people today. Thank you, Jackie.